Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. We are so back. Oh, how I have missed you all. Cheers, everyone. Oh man, needed a quick sip of my caffeinated beverage. But honestly, guys, it's been a crazy couple of weeks for me. I was helping organize and plan my wedding celebration, which was amazing. My wife and I had a great time, but honestly, we are both ready to get back to routine, and I am ready to get back to casting some lines of battle. I have been missing it, something crazy. So I'm really hyped for this game, and this was another battle sent to me by email, this time by Razzie Tazzy, who is in the north of the map in the color red, and his opponent is Shane the Lord, playing in the south of the map in the color blue. And so let's just dive right into it. And there's not a lot to say about Tundra. It's a very open map. It's got a couple of minor objectives on the left and the right. And besides that, I mean, you do have two extreme hills, one significantly more likely to be used than the other. But because, so one of the things I'm noticing about the Fog of War patch is because of the lack of ammunition for artillery, hill camping really has kind of lost a lot of its venom. Because, you use up all of your ammo shooting at that less effective long range, and then your opponent just runs up on you, dumps you with canister shot, and yeah, it's kind of made camping a little bit harder to do, which I think is a really, really good thing. So let's dive into the army comps here and see what we have. Starting with Razzie Tazzy, he has a very mixed army. He actually has all four of the major infantry incorporated, which is not something you see a lot. You do see a lot of the line infantry and light infantry spam just because they're so good for their price point. And guards and grenadiers are just a little bit harder to make work. Now, at higher skill levels, I do see them used very well. But for some of these lower elo games, yeah, they're not always incorporated in the best way. But we'll see what Razzie Tazzy does. He's got a center core of 8 line infantry. He's got 3 guards on his left with 1 gren. He's got 4 grens on his extreme left with 1 light and his skirms. And he's got 2 lights on his extreme right with some skirms in the middle. And so it's a very concentrated center core with some expanded wings, which is something I really, really like. And I also like the incorporation of the lights with the cavalry. Always makes for good local battles if you can get some infantry in on that cav fight, especially if it's not like lancers that you're trying to deal with. And then I also like the layout of his light cavalry. So we have hussars basically covering the center, the right, and the left. And my guess is that with the Fog of War, I think Razzie's probably going to be just sending these guys off immediately to go and scout the terrain, which I think is a very, very good idea. And of course, see what his opponent has as far as his composition. And then he has more of his melee concentrated cav in the back. Dragoons, of course, are an amazing unit right now for their cost. Probably the best cav in the game. He's got 3 6-pound artillery followed up by 1 long-range gun, which is also a composition I've been seeing a lot. We have 1 to 2 long-range and then more short-range for like that very devastating close-range canister follow-up. Yeah, you just don't see a lot of that long-range peppering that you used to have with the limited ammo. And I think Hawk maybe talked in the last update video about giving more ammo to artillery, maybe that being a little less punishing, which I think might be a good idea. I mean, some of these cannons were running out incredibly quick, like by turn 10. And I think that maybe a little bit too soon. But let's take a look at Shane the Lord's army. Great username, by the way. Oh my God, we have a guard spam. What? Am I watching the movie Waterloo? Is this the old guard? It looks like the old guard. They're even in the color blue. Oh my God, that was totally unintentional. Okay, so we have the stand of the old guard here on the Tundra of Waterloo. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guard units. No line infantry, no light infantry. Get them out of here. All we need are the elites, and we have 6 grenadiers in reserve. Oh man, have I ever said that in my life before? 10 guards as the main line, 6 grens in reserve. I don't think I have. Okay, elite spam. Does it work in Fog of War? My guess is probably not that great, but we'll have to see. He's got skirmishers, of course, out in his front. Definitely not as fanned out as Razzie, which could be good. This definitely looks like a very very straightforward army, right? Just hammer through. Or it could be a very sedentary army, one that just sits and waits for the enemy to charge him. Now, he does have quite a bit of cav. He does have, let me zoom out here. Let's see. He's got, okay, 6 Dragoons, 3 Hussars, and that's it. Yeah, it's a very straightforward army. And then 2 12-pounders. So he's got the long range advantage, but he's lacking in numbers for artillery. Okay, so immediately what is going to happen? I'm not sure. This blue army, it's going to do one of 2 things. It's either just going to Zerg rush across the map, which I think would be a good way to get it killed. Or alternatively, I think it's probably just going to sit on this hill. Either in a main line here, maybe sort of a slant this way. Those are my 2 expectations for that army. But we'll see how it goes. Let's dive in. Okay, so slow start. Nobody's rushing to gain any particular point of the map. All right, so yeah, we're seeing what a lot of these battles are devolving into nowadays. The skirmisher tree magnet, where skirmishers find trees, they run to them, and then they just sit there for the entire battle, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense for real-life Napoleonic tactics. He's going to back these up with a couple of light infantry as well, which I really do like. I think it does give those positions a lot more gusto, a lot more bite in terms of, you know, their ability to actually hold those positions. And so he's going to take up this position here, whereas Shane's only going to capture this position here. And, oh yeah, look at this. He's already doing it. He's already forming the Meade fishhook right here. Okay, so he's going to be forming a hook, relying on his 2 12-pounders and relying on the superior number of cav. And then is he just going to try to draw... Is he just going to try to draw Razzie in? I don't know if that's the greatest idea, because Razzie's going to have far more infantry and he's going to have more cannons. So I don't know. If I was Razzie, I would either approach from this way or this way. Maybe capture one of these neutral objectives first. And then I would just get my guys into close range. I would hit him with canister and I would keep my flanks secure with my limited number of cavalry. And I think that's all you really need to do, right? That's the win condition when you have your guy outnumbered this bad. You certainly don't charge uphill. That's kind of the thing he wants you to do, and it's a good way to get the red army killed. All right, so we're just seeing some posturing. Let's actually speed up the game a little bit. All right, so, okay. Oh, what is this force doing? So we have 3 grenadiers moving out. Oh, okay, I see. They're just going to try to capture that neutral objective. Is that really worth it? I mean, getting 3 grenadiers isolated, I don't know if I love that move. I mean, you're already outnumbered with infantry as it is, and you're going to send 3 of your infantry off to go capture a stand of trees that really aren't going to be that effectual. Yeah, I don't know. This whole build just feels to me. I mean, I love guards, don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's a reason why Napoleon's army wasn't just guard units. Okay. So yeah, the fishhook has officially been formed. What is this? Hussar, hey, buddy, where are you going? Where are you going? Are you, oh no, okay, so he's gonna water the horses. All right, great, and he's dead. You know what? I can't say that I haven't done that before, where I send off a Hussar to scout on like a multi-turn move, and then I look at it 3 turns later and go, oh my, it's dead. All right, so the Grenadiers are going to capture this stand of trees. Oh, Razzie, I like this. I like it. Okay, this is a smart move. So I don't know if he's done this intentionally, but he sees that Shane is kind of making this small fortress over here. And so I think what Razzie's trying to do is go, okay, so if I just push this way, I'm going to have to fight a 2-front war, right? I'm going to fight here, and that's not going to play to my advantage. So I'm just going to move my entire army this way and just attack from here. That way these guys are completely isolated and they'll have to be dragged this way, and that's going to require them to lose stamina, and maybe I can even run some interception with my cav here. So this is actually a really good move. It's a bit of a redeployment. It is taking up a lot of the time of the battle. It's only 40 turns, but this is actually a really nice move by Razzie. I like it. I like the redeployment, sir. I very much like this strategy. All right, cannon's getting ready. I'm not sure what Shane's doing. Shane's just... Oh, what? Cheyenne. Oh, man. What are you, sir? Why are you sending all of your cav off in one direction? Why are you sending them on the extreme flank of your own army? Look at this fishhook. It is so isolated. Its right flank is held down by 2 skirmishers. And there's just not a lot here. Now, yes, what's here is really good, but you really want to leave this fishhook with no cavalry support? Oh, man. Ooh, is Ney in command of this cavalry? That would make sense. If Marshal Ney is in command of this cavalry, this move makes total sense. But yeah, I just think this whole, stringing out an already small army, I think it's going to backfire, and it's going to backfire hard because, yeah, Razzy's playing right into it. Look at this. He's not pursuing. He's not getting baited. He's keeping his men, and he's actually going to use this to push. Okay, yeah, this is a great move. Yeah, I'm not sure what Cheyenne's doing here. Like, what are these cavalry going to achieve? A lot of them are, well, okay, their stamina's actually still pretty high, but, I mean, what are they going to attack here? They can't capture this objective. Or at least I don't think cavalry can still capture the objective. They're nowhere near reinforcing. These 3 grenadiers are going to do precisely nothing. Yeah, I mean, this blue fishhook is just going to get absolutely destroyed. Maybe he's just putting way too much stock in his guard. But yeah, this is not going to look good. Okay, interesting deployment of the artillery by Razzy. You know what? I like what he's going for here. He's going to get some nice infillet fire here. But I almost wonder if just bringing these artillery right up to the front and blasting canister would not be better. And maybe dispersing them. So like, let's say you do a artillery here, here. Now I understand that would be tough to protect. So, putting them somewhere where cavalry literally can't get to them is maybe a good idea. But I think maybe just bringing them right on the enemy would be a little more effective. But this is still really good placement. Now I'm just getting nitpicky. All right, skirmishers getting some good fire down. Guard's already taking a lot of damage, and here comes the assault. Oh, okay, the cavalry coming from the back. And so this must be, see, this is why these kinds of charges just don't work in the new patches. Because yes, I mean, this looks very scary. Because you look at them and you go, oh my gosh, we got 8 cav units charging down the field. But look at the stamina, guys. I mean, these guys are exhausted. And so by the time they even hit the line, a lot of these guys are going to break. And what are they charging into? They're going to charge into skirms and kill a couple of those, but then they're going to charge into fully fresh line infantry, and they're just going to break. Meanwhile, we do see the Rev Cav. They're just pulling. Oh man, did I miss this? I must have missed that because the Red Cav just broke right through these lines. And I'm wondering, did these infantry pull out and try to pursue? I'm wondering if they did this and then the Red Cav just snuck right in. That would be my most likely guess. But whatever it was, yeah, Razzy using his cavalry very efficiently, whereas this cav looks scary, but is very much not going to do anything. Guards getting blasted. Really nice patience here by Razzy. Good job. He's not pushing in. He's not charging. He's not getting baited into an engagement that Cheyenne would like. His cannons are doing a great job. They are so safe on this hill. So I'm actually going to take back what I said about his artillery deployment. This is actually, this is very nice. It's a little bit gamey, right? Just kind of camping on the edge of the map, but he's using his resources to its most effective degree. And yeah, look at this. There's no way these cavalry are going to do anything. They're going to slam right into these line infantry, and they are going to fold like paper. Meanwhile, where are those grenadier units? They're still in the woods. Okay. Hey, boys, we got the trees. We got the woods, man. Okay, so we have a Mexican standoff here in these 2 clumps of trees while the main fight is going down here, and it is not looking good for blue. He's already lost 1,000 men, and he has the smaller armies. So, yeah, not looking very good at all. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's getting desperate now. He sees a bit of a gap here. And he's just going to try to charge in and maybe try to roll up this line, but he's not going to be able to fully wrap around because, I mean, this middle can turn, and this far southern flank is not going to win. So if he had more infantry to support this breakthrough, I would actually really like it because maybe he could eliminate this line or just fold up this flank. But again, with these small, infantry armies, you just don't have the numbers to wrap around and do a flanking maneuver, which is why you have to make your enemy come to you. And when you send all your cav off to the edges of the map, it's hard to make your enemy come to you because you give up all your maneuverability. All right, yep, gonna be a complete wrap up here by the Red Army. And yeah, it's Jover. Oh, the old guard. Farewell. Farewell, old guard. Oh, and with one final merde, they leave the field. Oh, man. So, Shane, if you ever watch this battle, please let me know in the comments what you were trying to accomplish here, bro. Because I don't want to rag on your army too much, but the guard spam, it just don't work in the current patch, my guy. It just does not work. You don't have the numbers. You don't have the mass. And here, you just didn't have the cohesion. Yeah, sending all those cavalry off, those 3 grenadiers in the woods. I mean, what's 10% ammo going to do when all your cannons are overrun? And for Razzie, really nice redeployment there. I think this move, this shift of your line from here over to here, I thought that was a genius play. I thought it's what made your victory so easy because you did not have to fight, getting too close to Halloween. You did not have to fight a 2-front battle here in the tree line and on the hill. You moved it all over this hill, which is where you really got the numbers advantage. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that battle. I'm continuing to love the Fog of War patch, and I hope you are as well. But until next time, have a great day. Have a great life. See you later.